What's going on, guys? A little bit of an odd request I got from a few people. They wanted me to have myself make a video detailing my workout, which I thought was a little weird, but apparently I talk about working out in my videos quite often, which I was really unaware of thinking about it. And they wanted me to show what I do, I guess, to keep in shape. I thought this was a little awkward because by no means am I some kind of amazing physical specimen. You guys can probably all tell that through my videos, but I do at least enough, I think, to maintain myself. I do this workout. I try to do this workout every day. It usually takes about an hour, hour and a half. Where people, when they work out, they like to just target like 2 muscle groups a day. I try to target a little bit of everything, which is why it helps me maintain and at least helps my whole body like loosen up for the day. Which is probably also the reason I'm a hard gainer, meaning I don't gain muscle as quick as like a lot of other people do, where they can like work out for like a week and all of a sudden look like super ripped. That's not me, and that's probably because the workout I do is really to only maintain and not really super push a certain muscle group. I mean, I'm not in terrible shape, but I'm also not like Hulk Hogan. So I figured I do this video just to show you guys a little bit of what I do on a daily basis. I'm gonna, I guess, put this as like separate videos recorded and then edit them all into one. So me like readjusting the camera to try to get like a good camera angle on this doesn't look super awkward. With that being said, I guess we'll start this video and I guess at the end, leave your comments below what you think I could work on. Some other possible techniques I could use to try to help me, I guess, get bigger, quicker, or something along those lines, you know what I mean? Yeah. Also, one thing I want to point out, actually, for this video, I'm only going to be doing, I guess, one set of each exercise as I do them. Because I don't want this video to be like an hour and a half long. I just want to kind of show you what I do. And normally I do like 3 to 4 sets of each of these. But I'm only going to do one just for the intensive purposes of this video. Just being like a preview of like my daily workout routine. Not a whole thing you have to sit and watch and go get like chips or popcorn to figure out everything I'm doing. So with that being said, guys, this is, I guess, my workout on a daily routine. So first, guys, what I want to show you is I always like to start my workouts with stuff in like the standing position. So with that being said, I'm gonna, I guess, do bicep curls first. And like I said, I'm only gonna show one set of each of these exercises when normally I do like 3 to 4. Bicep curls are a little weird one for me because I usually start off doing like 30 pounds on each arm, and my biceps definitely don't have the endurance. Granted, when I take my pre-workout, sometimes they do. I did just take the pre-workout. I guess we'll see how it works out. But anyway, so with bicep curls, you always want to keep your arms fully extended down when you lift. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. 8, 9, 10. See, as you guys could tell, like I was saying, my biceps aren't definitely as strong as they should be. And like I was able to get that 10 out. Usually on my first set I can only do like 5, which is why I usually switch down to my 20-pound weights because they're definitely a lot easier. But anyway, yeah, so the first exercise I usually do is the bicep curls. And then right after that, I usually like to make it a little bit easier on myself and start working on my traps. Now to work on the traps, I usually do just regular shoulder shrugs. They're a little easier, but you definitely can throw off your neck doing this. I've done it a few times because my form also has never been the best form in the world. So with shoulder shrugs though, they're really easy. What you want to do is just stand straight and just slowly lift your shoulders up and down. That works on the trap. And, you know, it helps, I guess, loosen everything up, too. Seven, 8, 9, 10. So, those are 2 exercises I do naturally. And it's weird because you guys could probably tell I was getting a little out of breath after the bicep curls. But now after the shoulder shrugs, it's a little easier. Also, what you want to do is always make sure you have your water. Because with stuff like this, you're going to have to keep hydrating your body, as everyone already knows. But one of the other tricks is always make sure you're just taking sips of water. You never really want to down the water, because then that can make you, I guess, feel bloated. And also kind of take away your performance edge. You want to stay hydrated, but you don't want to, I guess, blow up your stomach at the same time. So then, you're not going to really be able to see this exercise. I like to work on my triceps. No, I don't. That's not what I'm going to show you. I like to work on my forearms first. Now with the forearms, you just do regular forearm curls. At least that's what I do. Which could also be basic enough to explain why I have such small forearms. So with those, you put the weight in your arm and just curl. I'm going to do 1 set of that here. Also with lifting weights, as you guys probably already know with lifting anything, lift with your legs. Never, ever lift with your back, because that'll throw out your back. So, 1, 2, 10. Alright, that's basically that. Those are really, really simple. And I guess since I mentioned it earlier, like 30 seconds ago, I'm going to show you what I do to work on my tricep. It's another exercise. It's very basic. I used to actually never be able to do this when I went to the gym. And now, whenever I make my way back to the gym eventually, it's going to be really easy for me. Now, I used to do this sitting down. I like doing it standing now. So what I do, especially because I'm only going to be using one weight, so your legs are going to stabilize a lot of that. But you want to make sure you're engaging your tricep, which mine sometimes likes to show, but I'm not here to show off. I'm just here to show you the workout routine. So what you're going to do is I like to take the weight and just lift it behind your back. So then, just go up and down. Now some people are strong enough to use 2 weights on both arms. I'm definitely not at the moment, so I'm just going to be using the 1. Alright, so that's 10 of those. And then usually right after this, I go into this other exercise. I don't really know what it works out, but I know it's working out something. So what I do is I put the weights, like the weight like this, and just lift up and down. Like I said, I don't really know what this is working out. I figure it might be a little bit of your chest, a little bit of your arm. Who knows? If anyone can tell me, leave that in the comments below. Alright guys, so that's going to be that. And then the last exercise I'm going to show you right now from the standing position is I do one little thing here to start working on my legs. Now, it's a really simple exercise. It's called calf raisers. I learned this from the yoga routine I do. And the yoga routine, honestly, which I'll go into at another point, has taught me a lot of like different moves. It's going to also show you when I work on my abs a little bit, all the crunches I do, I learned from that routine. So, calf raises, what I like to do is take weights on both arms, and basically what you do is you stand up straight and just lift your feet up and down. Don't bend your legs. But by doing this, especially when adding weight to it, it adds a little more resistance. It makes your body harder to move up and down, but therefore it works your calves awesomely. Alright, cool. So, those are all the workouts I do, at least that I can remember at the moment, from the standing position. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you some things I do from, it's sort of a standing position, but it's also like an inclined or sitting position also. You guys are going to see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to, I guess, stop this video, start the next one from the next position, and you guys are going to see 2 workouts I do from there. Alright guys, so the next workout I'm going to show you is I like to do wall sits. Wall sits, to my understanding, I could be wrong, correct me if I am, work on your quads. Now, on my left leg, the area right above my kneecap loves to blow itself out after continuous activity. So doing the wall sits definitely helps stabilize it a little more. So for a wall sit, I'm going to use my closet door as an example. You're going to basically pretend you're sitting on a chair, but there's no chair under you. So you're just sitting here, and it adds tension to the leg. And what you want to do is make sure your legs are at a complete 90-degree angle. That adds more tension to the legs. And yeah, if you want to make this a little more difficult, you can put your arms out in front of you, and that makes your whole body engaged. I'm not going to do that for the purpose of this video. For each set of these, I like to do for 20 seconds each. So right now I'm at about, I guess, 15. Actually, I'm feeling kind of good. Since I'm only doing one set, I guess I'll sit here a little bit longer. And you can feel your quads start to work. It also gets annoying after a while because they start to hurt. But if it hurts and you know it's just from the pressure on your muscle, you can always just sit up, stretch them out, and then go right back into it. Alright, I think that's enough of that. Now, the only other move I do from this position is I do like an inclined push-up, I guess you can call it. It works on your chest, but it's also not super strenuous. So what I do is, because I got a perfect amount of space here, is basically I lean forward to my dresser and just do a bunch of push-ups like that. And this probably looks really awkward on the camera. Eight, 9, 10. Alright, so that's that. Now see, those 2 workouts are the only 2 workouts I do from this position, only because I really don't know any other workouts to be doing from this position. So, with that being said, now we're going to transfer into the workouts I do while laying on the ground. You guys are probably going to know a lot of these. These are very basic, but you also get to see the interesting amount of crunches I do. So let me, like I said, readjust this camera, figure out the best angle to show you guys this, and we're going to go from there. Alright guys, so from this position, I like to work a little bit on a chest press. I got my 30-pound weight still here, and pretty much a chest press, unless I'm using the term wrong, it's almost like a bench press, even though there's no bench and you're just laying on the floor. So, I like to do 3 sets of these, as I mentioned. They actually used to be a lot easier for me, except I kind of got lazy with my chest, and it's not as strong as it used to be, but we're going to hopefully do this to the best of my ability. So, what you want to do is take the weights. Now, let's move back a little bit. If you lift these weights wrong, you're definitely going to throw out your back. So what I like to do is just kind of grab them up like this and slide forward. And then you basically got the chest press going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now guys, excuse me for a little bit if my arms were a little shaky there. The fact that I'm recording this video very fast-pacedly definitely doesn't help. Now, from there, I usually will turn over and do a bunch of push-ups. Now, my push-up game has never been super strong. I know my form is usually off on my push-ups. So if anything, guys, feel free to correct me on how I can do these better. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the fun stuff. I'm going to show you those weird crunches I mentioned. And I guess the way I work out my abs. Now normally people do regular crunches, regular sit-ups. I don't. So based on that yoga routine I was telling you guys about, I learned a whole bunch of different ways to do these crunches and these sit-ups. I guess I'll do it from this angle. It's a little bit of a better view, even though it might hurt my back a little bit. So first, I like to do scissor crunches. Now, if you guys don't know what those are, I'll demonstrate. You gotta lay down, you put one leg up, and then basically you're gonna alternate legs. So basically it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I usually do 20 of these. It's like 10 for each leg. However, with a lot of the crunches I do, what they work out is your lower abs. With sit-ups, you usually work in your upper tier of abs, which is why under my rib cage, I really don't have a lot of fat. It's all when you go down my stomach where you can see the form isn't there. So by doing these crunches, you're targeting that area, especially if you have a lower fat area lower in your stomach. It definitely helps that out. So after the scissor crunches, the next set of crunches I do, they're very similar to those, even though I totally forgot the name of them. So basically what you're going to do, you definitely can't tell, move up a little bit. What you're going to do is you're going to lay, you're going to put one arm out. And then with the, with the opposite leg, the same leg. No, wrong, sorry. Opposite leg is what's going to be up when you start this. So essentially, you're going to go like this. No, hold on. I'm mad I'm screwing this up right now. Anyway. So it's going to be like that. Yeah, so I was doing it right. It was just a matter of me being a lefty. So you're going to keep going like this. It's going to tighten up everything in the middle. And by extending your arm, you're also extending this area and stretching it out. But the crunches are definitely working your abs also. You're going to keep doing that. These are similar to bicycle crunches, except they're a little different. That's basically that one. Now, the last ab exercise I'm going to show you, it's a little bit of an interesting one. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands under your lower back. You're going to lift both legs up. You're going to lift your head a little bit. Make sure your head's a little bit off the ground so it engages your upper abs. You're just going to slowly lower your legs. But don't put them on the ground. Just keep them up a little bit. And just do that. I usually do this 20 times, but we're going to only do 10. Or 6. 8. 9. Alright. So that's basically those. Now there's going to be one last exercise I'm going to show you. It's a little bit of an easy one. But it's also possibly an easy one to screw up. So, this exercise works on your back. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab a weight. Then you're basically going to go down on all fours and just lift that weight up. 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you're gonna do that with both arms, which I think my right arm's the one that I usually have bad form with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, those are basically all the exercises I do from the ground. I totally forgot to show you one set. Those are going to be standing exercises I forgot to do. But we're going to pause this video. Excuse me, get back to that position. I'm going to show you what I do from that. And those are going to be exercises to work on your shoulders. So, give me 2 seconds.
Alright guys, so now I'm here to show you the exercise I do to work on my shoulders. As you could probably tell, I don't have the biggest and most defined shoulders in the world, and they are definitely something I need to work on. So, I like to do forward shoulder flies, or raises if that's what they're called, and like an overhead shoulder press. Now, for these exercises, I'm going to move down to my 20-pound weights for the sheer fact that I can't do them with my 30s yet. And that says a lot about my shoulder strength, doesn't it now? So, we got the 20s here. Now for the shoulder raises, basically you're going to put these to your side and just move forward. 2, 5. Now for the fact that my shoulders are already getting tired, I'm only going to do 5 of those. I definitely should push myself more. And I usually do. I usually make sure I get the 3 sets in. But my cardio is also not that good today for whatever reason. So then with the shoulder presses, pretty much this is an exercise everyone knows by now. So you're just going to move them up here, and then slowly just move them forward. You want to make sure you're keeping your whole body straight while doing this. As you can see, I'm wobbly a little bit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Yeah. Those are just 2 more of the shoulder exercises I do. Which should have been the first part of this video, which I forgot. Anyway, guys. That's just a little quick rundown of the workout I do on a daily basis. Right now, I have my AC turned off, which is probably another reason why I'm a little winded, I'm not going to lie. Because I wanted to get a decent sounding audio quality for all of you. So, with that being said, what you guys just watched, it's about 20 minutes speed workout. What do you guys think I should do better? What else should I work on? What exercises do you recommend to help me grow as a person physically? I guess no pun intended if that was even a pun. But yeah. That's what I try to do on a daily basis. That's how at least I maintain what I look like. I don't get any bigger, I don't get any smaller. I'm just kind of stuck here. So, thank you guys for watching. Leave your comments below, leave your criticisms below. Leave, I guess, whatever you want below. You can give me a thumbs up, you can give me a dislike. Tell me I'm small, tell me I'm weak. Tell me I'm doing a good job. Who really knows? Especially when it comes to a workout, constructive criticism is always a plus. So thank you guys for watching. Let me put together this video. Let me get it up for all you to watch. And as always, until next time, see you.